Hey Donna and Bill, this is Dave. Hey, I'm here at your house. I wanted to take a quick video for you so you can see the progress, see what's going on, see what you're paying for. Um, it's a beautiful sunny day. It's about 92 degrees already. Saturday morning. It's about 9:30. I just put Thomas away, played with him all morning, and now I'm out here to get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the camera. I'm going to walk around, just kind of talk about some of the things we talked about on the phone so you can see them. And hope you enjoy it. So here we go. All right. Here we go. All right, so your camper's still there. There's my truck. All right, so just to show you in your yard here, we did find your water meter, okay, right here, but there is nothing there. Let's see if I can open it up. There's no meter, no nothing. Okay, so we're gonna end up having to do all the plumbing. We're gonna have to do all the plumbing, and then go through that permit process and then get this all hooked up. But the line follows it right here, and it actually comes out right about here. Comes out underneath the set of steps. So we'll end up running it, into the house over here. Later on. We'll do that later on. That's a separate thing. All right, so here we go. Here's your new floors. Right there, front door. Boom, we're walking in. All right. There it is. Got some tools tucked over here. Got some insulation ready to go. Some other materials. But there's these first 4 studs that you see. 1, 2, 3, 4. With those little blocks under them. Those are temporary. Those are holding up the ceiling for the front half of your house. The wall behind it is the wall that's between your bedroom and the kitchen. Okay? So the first one's just temporary bracing. We'll knock that out later. And then that other wall will stay. And you can see the header over the doorway to your bedroom. Okay, of course we know the chimney's coming out. That'll come out starting today. Okay, and then as we move over, you can see that wall continues behind the chimney. And then there's a corner there. Now I have not yet built that closet that's outside the bathroom, and the reason why is because if you look at the width standing here from the side, I just don't think it's wide enough. It didn't end up being wide enough to accommodate a door facing me. Right now, I think the best thing to do is actually put the door facing the front of the house, like that. So let me know on that, and we'll get that framed in for a nice linen closet outside the bathroom. Okay, but there's your bathroom. Okay, all framed in. All right, now later on we'll rework that plumbing later. All right, and you'll end up having a sink right about here. Then you'll have a toilet, right here. And then over here you'll end up having your shower stall. And then of course later on we're going to take that window out and probably put a little window up high above the shower. Okay, so we got that. Alright, so then let's back up. So this is your door into that second bedroom. You can hear the fans going probably. I got 3 different fans going in here. It gets pretty hot right now. So as we walk in here, okay, we got one piece of furniture. We've been protecting that. Alright. Well, that's original. Then I go over here, put my back up against the back wall. You see you got those kind of his and her closets right there. So you got a closet there, wall space, and then another closet right there. Okay. And then on the other side, if we walk around by that kind of sitting room, living room area, okay, that's over here. Now I got my saw set up there, but you can see that nice little sitting area right there. And then it's got the closet in the middle of it. Right here. You see how that's like a closet? Right there. So on the other side you got the, you know, bedroom closets, and then this one has the middle closet. Like that. Okay, so that worked out very nicely. Alright. Let's go into your master. Take a look at that. Again, your doorway's getting cut off a little bit here by that chimney. but we'll fix that. Alright, so as we walk in here, you know, you've got this it's a pretty narrow room, but we talked about that wasn't an issue for you. It's just a little over 9 feet, I think 9'2" when it's all said and done. Alright, the door come out later, window come out later. And as I put my back up against where your headboard would be, you can see you're going to have two nice big closets there, 4-foot wide doors. I put sliding doors or bifold doors in. There's one. There's two. And of course that chimney comes out, and that's where your doorway would be there. Now you might notice that I got headers, built up 2x8 headers over some of the doorways, and then over other ones I don't have any headers. And that's because the load-bearing wall requires the headers, and these walls don't have any load-bearing. They're just holding up sheetrock and trim and stuff. So, not necessary to spend the money on that. Alright. So one of the things going to be hard to see in the video, but I explained that this wall right here is leaning out towards the backyard. So what I have done, especially in the bathroom, I have built out some lumber. As we walk through the wall into the bathroom, you can see how that stud right here is hanging way out versus here. Okay, and then on the same thing at the top, it's doing the same thing a little bit right there. That's because we want this shower wall to be nice, straight up and down when it's all said and done, especially because of the tile. So I basically just did it in the corners. Okay, I skipped where the window is because we're going to reframe that window later on. All right. I also did it in this bedroom because it was really bad. You can see these two new studs added to the face of those other ones. Same thing, same reason. And I did it in the corner as well, behind the chair there, you can see it. And later on I'll do around the window. Okay. I didn't do anything in your bedroom. We can talk about that later and see if you want to do that or not. It won't be difficult to do, but we'll do it when we do all the windows and doors on the outside walls. This wall over here, it's actually leaning out, the top is leaning out to the street quite a bit too, but I don't think it'd be a problem because there's no tile or anything on it like that. So the only thing I wanted to tell you about, one thing I discovered about your house is a modular house. I finally figured that out the other day, and that's why I had that funky floor system, because what they did was they built your floor in a factory with the hardwood already attached. They came out, they dropped it on your concrete piers, and then what they did was they took your walls that were probably made in a factory and stood them up right on top of the hardwood, and then your roof actually was built in a factory as well. And let me see if I can get a shot of it here. If you look up here and you look at your ridge, can you see how it's two pieces? There's actually two pieces to your ridge. So what they did was they made half your roof, okay, that half triangle like that, brought that out on a truck, and then did the same thing on the back. And the telltale sign is that they made that and they already put the ceiling on it, because if you look, your ceiling material, which is like a fiberboard, is actually sandwiched in between the top of the wall and the roof system. Okay? So that's what they did. They had this whole roof already built on a truck, and then they dropped it into place probably with a crane, threw a couple nails in it, threw the shingles on it, and there you go. Alright, so now we're going to have to address a couple of things. one thing is, see, again, you've got your front half of the house and your back half of the house. Now that we took this wall out, because it would be in the middle of the new kitchen, there's literally a gap right in there, and the front and back are not connected. Also, the gravity, there's no gravity support here anymore. So what we got to do is one of two things. Either we could add a beam up in the attic there to carry that, but that's 22 feet. That's going to be really hard to do. Or we have to replace these joists. These are coming across 12 feet to this point. What we need to do is actually get some 16-foot joists. And what we'll do is we'll run all the way across over to this new supporting wall right here. Like that. Okay. So all the way across like that. That way we won't have this break right here. It'll come all the way to here. So that, we got to address that. I don't think it'll be a big cost because I figured on some of that anyway. The one thing that I did not figure on was there is hardly any bracing left up on that roof. You can see this diagonal brace. Where's my finger? Yeah. Right here. We should have one of those every 2 feet or every two rafters. There also needs to be another one that goes diagonal in the other direction up to the peak. You can actually see where somebody had removed, see that? Somebody had removed the bracing. Alright, they probably needed storage up there in the past or something. And you can see again over here, you got the same thing, and that carries right through to another spot right there. Alright, so you've got that several areas. You can just see how this is not stuff that we cut out. This is stuff that we discovered, you know, once we started working out here. So what we want to do is we want to put those braces back in. The other thing is that the ceiling has a like a ski. The roof has a ski slope to it. So meaning, like, if you stretched a string from the ridge to the soffit, you'd see a belly, a dip right in the middle, like a ski slope. So we want to take the curse out of that, and that bracing, we can jack it up and brace it. All right, so that you get a nice flat roof and it's properly supported. The other thing is the ridge, since they took those vertical supports out where I showed you those notches right there, we want to jack that up, because if we stretch a string across the entire ridge all the way across, same thing, it's low in the middle. It dips down like that. So we want to take the curse out of that as well. So I'm going to put together a price for that, and we'll probably start working on that next week if you want. Okay? Other than that, things are looking really good. We'll get that chimney out today, and we'll get the ridge, we'll get the roofing part of the ridge vent done, patch up the roof where the chimney goes through, so that everything you paid for is done. And then we'll be starting, you know, the attic framing up there. Hopefully with that ridge vent done, it won't be too extremely hot, because right now it's really hot in this house. But anyway, that's about it. You got questions, comments, just give me a call. Alright? I'll give you a shot outside. Alright. Take care.